morning. First thing I'm going to do is open up the blinds, turn off the alarm, and let Maxine outside so she can do a quick peek around. She doesn't really go outside all the way. She just goes out and sniffs and then decides to come right back in the house and get her bone. That's been her morning routine. She's getting smarter in her old age. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee this morning, and then I'm looking out the window and I'm like, look how beautiful it is out there, the sun rising. So I decided to step outside for just a few minutes and just walk around, taking the beauty. You can have beauty in a city backyard, yes. I've had beauty on the mountains. I've had beauty up in Michigan, open farmland. I've had a lot of beauty, a lot of places. And you know what? You can find it anywhere. You can find it anywhere. You can find it in a closed, fenced in, less than, I don't even know if we have a quarter of an acre here, yard. It's still beautiful outside. And since it's Monday, we should always start with the kitchen. Sometimes the kitchen's clean, sometimes it's a mess like it is right now. If it's a mess like it is right now, then you know we had a good weekend. We didn't have to go out and do anything for this weekend, but we did stay home, but it still had fun things that we got to do. So this is what the kitchen looks like. I'm okay with that. And tomorrow I'll wake up, it won't look like this. Just depends on what we do the night before. So I enjoyed myself, kids enjoyed themselves. So it'll take me less than a half hour to get the house, the kitchen back in order, and we'll be back to looking normal. The dishes. So I just decided to empty the dishwasher for the most part. Some of it I'll put on the towel here and they'll put them away later, and then I can fill up the dishwasher, get it rolling, and get the dishes out of the sink. I'm just getting the trash stuff out for now, and then I'll wash these in just a minute because I looked at the clock and realized it's getting close to Greg leaving for work. So I'm going to make his lunch for him. I need a clean counter space for that. I don't have to. You can work around the mess, but I prefer today to make a clean counter space.
Don't remember feeling this low before. Searching for you, but silence is what I'm finding. But I know you're near, and that you still work through the quiet. So I'll wait for you. Oh, I'll wait for you. I've got holes in these jeans and cracks in this heart. Tear stains on t-shirts, I'm falling apart. But this thing I know is that you are my hope, and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. My mind has been racing day after day for a while.
I'm going to wash the little bit of dishes that we have in the sink right now.
My hands are open wide, but I'm still holding tight. I've got holes in these jeans and cracks in this heart. Tear stains on t-shirts, I'm falling apart. But this thing I know Is you are my hope and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do.
This countertop's cleaned. I'm just gonna do a quick wipe of the stainless steel.
And a scar in your side. You trusted your father, so help me trust mine. And this thing I know is you are my hope, and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. It's Monday. After having like a good relaxing weekend, it's one of those like, okay, it's Monday, gotta get up and get moving. But it was good. We had a good weekend, which you saw video. I haven't got to edit it yet because I haven't even done it. We just filmed it this weekend. And then yesterday was a very chill, relaxed day. So it was a very chill, relaxed day. It's one of those days where we were gonna do the beach, but it ended up like the weather was not looking good, which you probably could have still went, but it was just kind of overcast and cloudy and it was getting muggy and we're like, kids didn't really want to go. So I'm like, you know what? It was good to just relax and chill and just have a good time at home. We ended up watching The Chosen. The new season 4 came out. So we watched that and, you know, did the fire, which you saw, and the hot dogs and the marshmallows and just simple and easy. And then that made this morning be a mess in the kitchen everywhere. That's okay. The kids are like, should we clean everything up? I'm like, that's okay. And they said, don't even worry about it. I said, because you know what? Tomorrow I can get up and film cleaning up the kitchen. So it worked out fine. Got the kitchen all together. The rest of the house is still messy, but we'll get that done eventually. If not, even Greg came out of the bedroom. He's like, sorry, babe, it's a mess. And I said, that's okay. I said, it's something I can film today. And I said, if I don't film it today, I'll film it tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, it's the next day. I said, if you don't mind, I don't mind. So it's a beautiful thing about getting old. You just let things roll off you. It's like when you young mamas, I remember wanting things so perfect in my home. I remember that. I remember literally taking a toothbrush. This is before all the fancy gadgets they have now. Taking a toothbrush, mind you, and scrubbing the little, what are those called? The baseboards of your home and all the little dust lines and cleaning the floors. Yeah, for what? Did it really matter? No. I feel like my older kids were more sick because I think I was more conscious of germs and trying to keep everything so perfect. And then, like, by the time you get to your last kid, any of you moms with lots of kids understand this. I think you understand this. By the time you get to your last kids, I remember, like, my first ones, you know, back in the day, you didn't, like, think about, like, at least where I grew up. I can't say for everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but back in the day when I had kids, like, they're 30 now. So this would have been 30 years ago. Your kid got a sniffle, you took them to the doctors. They had an ear infection, you took them to the doctors. That's just what you did. So they put you on antibiotics. That was just the thing they did. Yes, fast forward later on, they realized that's not good. So they don't give that to you. And I don't run my kids to the doctors like I did in the beginning as a new mom. The beautiful thing about being a new mom is learning. You know, I like watching new moms. There's a couple of moms I do see on here and they get all their, you know, advice from everybody. Advice is awesome. But it's also, I like one she acknowledged, like she's like, hey, I gotta try it and I gotta mess up. And if I mess up, that's awesome because it's something I learned. And I'm like, that is so true, that's so true. It's not about making it perfect every single time. My vlogs, I try to do everything on here. Real life, I don't edit out the garbage, like when I make a mess or, you know, and I don't show everything of course, but I don't, like I want to show real life. Like we're not perfection. We're gonna mess things up. You see my cooking mistakes and my fails. You see my gardening. Like I've got so much advice on my plants. Oh yeah, and people are like, you're gonna butcher your plants. You're gonna kill them all. And so, for one, yeah, one of them didn't do very good in the Florida sun. That's okay. Okay, I'm okay with that. Two, the other one that everybody says I'm gonna kill is actually growing and doing well. And I'm like, interesting. So you gotta try things. You gotta try things. You gotta learn. You're never gonna be perfect in things. Never. You're not gonna be that way. And if you are, you're setting yourself up for a huge amount of failure in your life. Oh yeah. Yes, you can try to do good at things. You can try to excel in things. There's nothing wrong with that. But learning, like moving into this house and the pool. The pool was another area. Yes, we could have had someone come and do it for us, you know, but we had to learn through some green algae. We had to learn through, like, okay, how does this work? And now I say it's been almost a year. It's been a year. Like, we figured it out, and we're like learning the pH, we're learning the alkalinity, we're learning about what to add. And like a saltwater pool, you think saltwater pool is like free, you don't have to add. In my head I thought saltwater pool, you don't have to do anything, like it just makes its own chlorine, it's good to do, you add salt. No, you still have to add chemicals. So all these things that we're learning and doing, same thing in my kitchen, learning to make things, learning to deep fry things, learning to make like the sub buns and having them fail, that's quite all right. That's the beautiful thing. Maybe take some advice and do it again, and maybe not take advice and do it again and mess up. It's okay. Real life. So I don't even know where I was going with that thought because I'm getting older. Anyways, learning and doing things and just letting things roll off on things. Like some things, like I'm gonna fail on a lot of things, and that's quite all right because I'm human, and that's the beauty of growing and getting older. And I love the age I'm at because I'm old. I'm older. I'm close to 50. I'm close to 50, and I can say that. I don't care. Like, things don't bother me. Like, yes, I see a lot of these young moms get hated on, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I see them disabling their comments, and I think people are just horrible. And I think good for you for sticking it out. Good for you for disabling your comments. Good for you for doing those things. And as you get older, it's like, you're like, I'm 50. Like, I'm not in middle school anymore. I'm not back in elementary school or mostly middle school. I think it's middle school is when they fight like that, right? Isn't it middle school? I'm pretty sure. It's like, no, you can just like move on with your life. And so it's a beautiful thing to just be at that point where you're content in things, and like learning things, like I'll show you my plants today. I showed you a little bit on Sunday. I was working with them a little bit. I haven't edited the video, so I don't know everything on here, but like excited to keep trying, like excited to keep learning. And mind you, I've had a garden. We had a garden in Michigan with a rototiller and everything, and things grew a whole lot better there than they do here. We did some in the mountains a little bit, and then they fried because they got so hot. But it's not like I've never been done before. It's just a different climate, a different environment. So learning, and that is the beautiful thing of life. Learning, making mistakes, doing things, and letting things not bother you. And so that was where I was going with this, is the cleaning. Like, it's okay if my bedroom stays messy until even Friday. And then I finally clean it Friday. Yay, that's okay. That's a beautiful thing. So it's learning to let go of a lot of expectations. And that's hard when you're young, because you feel like you may watch videos and you may see people's houses looking immaculate, and the unattainable. I've like seen a lot more YouTubers coming on with the realistic, making more normalizing the everyday, because this is everyday. It is waking up to a mess on my counter. Like, I show that. I want to wake up to show perfection counter, because that's not my kitchen counter. It was a mess. It's a mess. Does it mean my kids are lazy? No. Does it mean my kids never do work? No, because you know what my kids did before I went to bed? They all asked me, sure you don't want me to clean this up, Mom? I'm like, no, because guess what? In the morning I can film it. And they're like, they said, what they say? They said, normal kids don't ever hear that response from their mom. I said, yeah, they probably never will. So it's good. I want to normalize the mess, normalize that there's things here. It's beautiful. And just, you got to let some things roll. Like, it's okay to have mess. It's okay to have laundry poured on my floor right now. It's okay to have stuff all over the counters. It's okay. You'll get it done eventually. If it's not today, maybe tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. And if not this week, next week. It's okay. It's like to let go of those expectations and not make yourself feel like you have to attain some set of goals. Like, at all. Like, it's good to have goals. It's good to try to strive. There's nothing wrong with that. But just letting those things go and learning and growing and beautiful things, making mistakes over and over again. I love it. I love it. I'll share it with you. I'll be the person that people can make fun of. I'll be the one that's on here and will actually show trying those things, trying new things, showing real life, showing how life is. It's a beautiful thing. So just let go of those expectations. Back to toothbrush scrubbing. I will not be scrubbing my baseboards with a toothbrush. No, I will not be doing that. I will wipe them. I'll go through and do that. But looking down at them right now, I'm like, it's okay that they're a little nicked up. It's a little okay that they're dirty. It's okay. We'll still live. Because, yes, I went back to, and then I was sharing with you kids. See, I'm a little tired this morning. And then I talked about kids running to doctors every 5 minutes, when they're little. So then I think of my 10th child. He rarely went to the doctor. He was rarely sick. I don't think Stephen, I know he didn't get sick. He didn't give stuffy nose until we moved to the mountains. He was he just turned 2 and had a stuffy nose. And I'm like, wow, I had taken the doctors for a little congestion. I was like, that was the first time he was ever sick. And I said, it pays to have your germs, things a little bit, in a little bit in small amounts, because yeah, they get immune to those things. So anyways, all of that said, it's Monday. Hopefully you got all that. It's okay. People talk like this. It's normal. You don't have to have everything together. And when you film and edit and you talk, things get cut out. So it does sound like you repeat things. It does sound like those things part of life. And I'm okay with that. I'm quite okay with that, because I can understand that. It's always harder for the person on the other side to see that side, but it's okay. It's part of life. So we are on to Monday. It's Monday. I don't know what we have to do this week. I know we have a dentist appointment again. Breaking it up, taking my kids to the dentist. They're doing amazing and awesome. First visit's always long at the dentist, always. We moved, our dentist that we went to, she was brand new when we first went. So the first appointment we went to, we were there for 5 hours. I was like, oh my goodness, it was a long appointment. And not because my kids had tons of cavities, because they were very much, they just didn't have their whole flow going at all. But I felt like this is going to be a good place. This is going to be a good place. I like her. She's great. She's Cuban. She's awesome. So she's more proactive. She's more quick. She's this and that. So like her. So the last time we went, it's been 6 months now. It was quick. We were in and out within an hour, and I was like, okay, much better. But I see their flow of their office. They've got more people hired. They've got more. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's growth. Again, growth. I could have just blew her off the first time and said, what a terrible place. We've been here for 5 hours. It's awful. And I was like, no, give her another chance. We'll keep going. We'll see how it is. Absolutely love our dentist. I love them. So we have that this week, I know. So that shouldn't take too long. It's in the afternoons. We'll see. I usually go in the morning. And then I don't know what else. Life and just doing things around the home. So it's going to be a good day. You ready for a great Monday, getting things done? Let me give you some encouragement for your day. Okay, this one is good. I've said this one multiple times, and I was listening to a message this morning, and he said the thing, and he said, why do you think God gave that to them? Let me read the verse for you, and I'll explain. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And God was giving this to Joshua before he went in and conquered his thing, and he was telling him, don't be afraid. And we're like, why is God saying this? Okay, it sounds good, right? You hear it and you're like, okay, it's good. But he told him this multiple times. Why did he do that multiple times? If he knew, be strong and courageous, don't be afraid. If he knew it was easy, he wouldn't have to repeat it, right? Because out of the million Israelites that he was there, he was like the one in a million, right? That had the faith, because they didn't get into the promised land. They didn't. And why didn't they get in the promised land? Because of their unbelief. It wasn't because God, it was because of their unbelief. But God said, do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. But who listened? One person. And then he told them multiple times. He told them I think it was 3 times. I was listening to my sermon. 3 times just in the little passage that we were reading in the Bible, in this part of the book of Joshua. But I'm sure he's told it multiple times. It's just, this is all that was recorded. And he told them that because why? Because it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to get afraid. It's easy to not think things are going to work out, especially when you're seeing things going around. It's like the other million people that were there were seeing things going around, and they saw them. So they were going by their feelings, and they immediately were like, oh, not immediately, but they knew, oh, can't trust God, don't do it. But not Joshua. He was like, be strong, be courageous. You're going to get through this. And that's what, for you and me, you know what? We have to remember to be strong and courageous, because you're going to get through this. You're going to get through this thing called life. You mamas with little ones, you're going to get through this thing of life. You ones that have kids have already gone out of the house, you're going to get through this thing called life. Going through a tough time at a job, going through a tough time after you're older, you're going through health concerns, you're going to get through this. We just have to be strong and courageous, and do not be dismayed. Do not doubt the good things that God has. It's got a beautiful thing. It is. We just got to keep our focus on it, not veer to the left, not veer to the right, because it's so easy to do that. And it says so in His Word, and we know it's there, and we know that the other million didn't, but it's not impossible. But that's where you're going to be able to excel. Someone's got to stay in faith. Someone has to encourage, because our world does not have it for the majority. So you've got to have some people that are going to say, you know what, when everything falls apart, when everything looks like it's going to fall and never get better again, you got to have someone stand up and say, no, 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 this is not what God says. And encouragement, and be an encouragement to those people. So you ready for a good day? I am ready for an amazing day. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna go right back in this kitchen. I'm gonna start on food right now. I'm gonna get my food done for the day because I do have a busy day and I'd like to get everything accomplished here a little bit before the kids get moving and life gets going. So you guys ready? All right, let's go. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some grain bowls. Remember when Greg and I went on that little date trip? They had those bowls at the restaurant. I'm like, these are so good. I'm like, why do I not make them? Why don't I ever make those at home? Because I really, really enjoy them. So I'm gonna do that now. So I've got quinoa and I've got wild blend gourmet rice. So I'm thinking the quinoa says only 20 minutes. This one you have to do for 45 minutes, but I'm thinking I can just put them together. Let's be hopeful, but it says to rinse it first and then put it in the pot here. So I'm gonna do that first, measure it out. I'm trying to think of how much to even make. This is the part of like, how much do you make? So I'll measure it in here, let's rinse, and then we'll let it boil over here and simmer. I think it's with chicken broth, right? Yes, with broth. And then we'll get some vegetables roasted, and that can be added to it. I'll make some other things too. So we'll let that come to a boil and then we'll put the lid on, all that good stuff. So what I'm gonna do, so that gives me about half of this, because this stuff was a little bit more. What did I pay, $5 for this? I could be wrong. So figure, I mean, even the amount you spend is still cheaper than going out and buying the meal. So it's definitely cheaper. If you know you're gonna eat it, it's good to eat it. That's a good thing. So I'm gonna close this real good, put it back in my container because, you know, just in case bugs decide to invade in this. So what I'm gonna do for mine is, when I was at the restaurant, they had that as the base, and then they had just had roasted vegetables on top with feta cheese. So I've got 2 sweet potatoes here. I'm gonna peel these. I don't usually peel them, I always cook them whole, but I will peel these, chop them up, and then I've got a thing of Brussels sprouts and some California medley. I think that'll work out really good. And then I've got balsamic vinegar glaze and honey. I like mixing this together, and I've got some like sweet, like smoky. Just put that on top. Easy, a little bit of olive oil. It'll be yummy, delicious. Put it in the oven and roast the vegetables. That's a great mixture because I don't love balsamic vinegar. I really don't. But this is not bad when you mix it with a little bit of honey. And then I put this in here. Smoky and sweet, sweet and smoky. That's actually really, really good. I had my garlic olive oil. I'm gonna put it on a pan, get in the oven, and let the vegetables roast that way. I only put 1 bag of the California medley because there's a lot of veggies there. See, my freezer is getting so full because I keep throwing things in it. And it's like the one that I just kind of keep like our stuff, like I keep our, like if we open ice cream, which we did this weekend, we'll keep it in here. Well, it's getting so full, everything's jamming there. So I need to clean this out a little bit. So I'm gonna go put this stuff in my garage. A lot of ice packs, some potatoes, all the cheeses that I have for Jensen. I usually keep them in here, but I will just go get them because now that I know I have a lot. There's even some hamburger buns, hot dog buns. I'll put those out there so that I see them and I know they're there. So I'm not gonna take you. I did find green beans. For our Asian meal, I'm gonna throw those in the oven because I'll eat those as well. Let me go throw these all, not throw them, set them in the freezer. Okay, cleaning out your refrigerator and freezer makes you go, oh, look at all the stuff I have. So I got to kind of rethink a little bit things for lunch and dinner today. I'm gonna take and make some mac and cheese because we have a little bit of hot dogs. So I'm gonna make a small batch of mac and cheese. In here, I'm gonna do a dairy-free one and then the other one just regular. While I was in my freezer, I saw, because I was thinking about tonight, I'm like, what am I gonna do for dinner tonight? I wasn't, like, just went back and forth. I'm like, I could do some chicken rice bowls like I'm having, but just do chicken ones for everybody else. But then I'm like, I've got a little bit of the wings left. Some kids will eat that, not everybody. But I'm thinking, I'm like, why don't I just do like a little bowl, like a taco bowl. I'm gonna call it enchilada because that's what I actually call it. Enchilada without the enchilada sauce. That's so bad. My friend Tammy, she made this. This is my this has been a 3-month freezer meal. Yep, it has been in there probably more than 3 months. I feel like it was a long time ago I made this meal. But it's good. It's basically rice, taco seasoning, it's got black beans, it's got corn, and my girlfriend would have put enchilada sauce in it. I didn't have enchilada sauce, and I never really liked enchilada sauce, so I would have never put that in here. You'd have to, it's on my blog. I know it's on my blog. It's been in my freezer. I have 2 more freezer meals from when I made freezer meals a little while ago, and they're still in there. So this is one of them that's been sitting there. I'm like, I just need to make it. So today will be a good day because it's like a casserole. So all you do is add 2 cups. Is that it? 2 cups of water. So I'm going to cook this. Oh, it's got chicken in there too. I see chicken appearing. See, it's freezer meal. I'm going to go put it over here and heat it up. And then I pulled out the green beans. Those are right here. They're in my refrigerator. There's just a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna put that in the oven. Important to label your stuff, Amy. I pulled this out in my head. I was thinking, remember when I made that pineapple habanero topping? So good, so delicious. 10 out of 10, love it. So I had it, I did label that one. Well, then I saw this and I grabbed this. I'm like, oh, let me use this. I'm thinking, like, I bought Yum Yum sauce. I really like that I can put like in my grain bowls. They had a honey mustard, which I think was very, was it honey? I don't know. They had something else. I didn't really like it. I actually used, I think it was honey mustard from my sweet potato fries, the dip. So I'm like, I need some kind of little bit of sauce. So I got Yum Yum sauce because that is good. I don't mind getting it. I know you can make it. It's just one of those things that I'm the only one who eats it. It's a small amount. I'll have that jar for probably months on end. Then I'm thinking about, I'm like, what would be really good with it? So I really like my pineapple habanero. So I'm gonna take this out and thaw it. But I pulled these out and I'm like, that doesn't look like pineapple. So I opened it and there's cream of chicken soup. So is this the new one and I just didn't use it, or is this my old one? And I forgot it was in here. I don't know. So I need to put the mass food out there so I see it. So I'm gonna put that out there. The rice is still, I guess I don't ever make wild rice. And I used to use brown rice way back, a long time ago. And I do it in a slow cooker, so it would cook longer. This was like 20 plus years ago. So then I switched to the parboiled rice because it does quick, I know. But I'm thinking it said 45 minutes, but all the water's out, so I just put the lid on it. I tried it, it's still hard, so I'm gonna keep the lid on there. Hopefully it'll keep steaming, I don't know. Maybe the longer it sits, the better it is. We'll find out. I'll let you know by the end of the video. And then, that'll be good. I'm gonna do mac and cheese. So I'm gonna do mac and cheese. I've got some hot dogs. I'm just debating how I'm gonna do it. I was gonna do it in little bowls. Everybody's got a little bowl. We'll see. Let me go put this in the garage. That enchilada thing, it's not enchilada, but that's what it's called. Tammy's enchilada casserole. Even though it's not enchilada sauce, it smells so good. I forgot how yummy that is. So that'll be dinner tonight. I'm like thinking through my days today. I'm thinking that I'll have, and I've got wings. Because there's chicken in that. We can put it in tortillas. I've even got 4 of these. So I'm gonna pull those out. That'll be good. The mac and cheese, I'll make some bowls. And that can be for quick and grab lunch today. Or if it doesn't get eaten up today, it can be tomorrow. It just depends on, or the next day. It doesn't really matter. It'll just be something to use up. I've got some hot dogs. I just want to cut them and put in here. And then they can just heat it, and that can be an easy lunch. So let me get stuff to add to it. I've got nacho, her canned cheddar cheese, and shredded cheese, and some milk. And then Jensen's, I'll just add the regular pack to it. Something else I found in my freezer. I think I bought this at Aldi. It got thrown in the freezer like it was Jensen's cheese, and I know Maddie the other day was like, I like yogurt, but I like the granola with it. And she's like, there's no more. And I'm like, well, it'll be okay. Well, there's a whole package of granola here, so I need to keep that out because I still have yogurt. I have to go see if I got one more jar because I've got one in here. They're still eating on it, which is great. It's been a little while. I'm gonna put the mac and cheese in bowls here, and then I'm gonna chop up hot dogs, just put it with there. Easy. It's a grab and go lunch. I'm just looking for a spoon. It's just something easy and done. They can put it in the air fryer. It'll kind of toast up the top a little bit. Delicious, simple, and done. I like my scrub mommy things, but when you do cheese or bread, it gets stuck all in it. I know, you should wash it out by hand first. I did not. This was getting kind of yucky, so I do have another one, thank goodness. So I will pull that out. As I was went to scrub and I'm like, if I do this, it's gonna get all over, but it's okay. Mine is pretty much ready to be used up, so this is good. You know what's great? You know what's great about a Monday is that, yes, look at the time, it is 9:30, and I don't have to make any food the rest of the day. That's a good thing for a Monday. Like, I'm gonna have to go clean my house, it's pretty messy. But this will be, I'm waiting on my veggies in the oven. When those come out, we'll let them sit. This probably will be done, I gotta check it. That's almost done, and that'll be dinner tonight, and then they can stuff it in tortillas with cheese, whatever they wanna have. Breakfast, there is yogurt, there is bagels, there is cereal, they can make eggs. Whatever they want to have, that's a beautiful thing. Everybody's kind of in and out. Lunch, same thing. It's like some eat at a certain time, some don't. It just depends because life is a little different around here. So I just like to have it made. There it is. Go ahead and grab it and eat it when you're hungry. That's the beautiful thing of it. And then if there's leftovers, good. We'll have them tomorrow. And then we've got dinner. I've got plenty of snacks. We've got lots of fruit still. We used up our watermelon. The sorbet things, oh my goodness, way so good. I wasn't sure how they would do freezing and then eating later. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So the key is to get them super frozen to the right texture that you want and then freeze them, and then they stay that texture, which is, I thought was different because remember when I was freezing it, it was a little bit more liquidy. I thought, oh, it'll just freeze up. No, it freezes like that, and it's icy. If you freeze it completely all the way, so good. My favorite is the pineapple. I cannot wait to get more pineapple and make more because it's gone. It's gone, it's delicious. So we have, there's plenty of popsicles. There's a little bit more sorbet. There is, we have, I'm trying to think what else, we have snacks, so there's like ice cream and stuff. So I'm not worried about making a treat. I'd like to do a baking day this week one day. Kids asked me for certain things to make, so I'm like, I could probably make that this week. So I'm going to aim for that, maybe tomorrow, because Wednesday is dentist. So maybe tomorrow we'll do some baking. We'll see how the day rolls, but like I'm finished in the kitchen for the most part. I gotta put my bowls together, but done. That's a good thing. For me, that's good. I can move on out of here, focus on something else. So I'm going to, let me get those lids, wash them. I'm gonna stir up my veggies here and then maybe grab another cup of coffee and we'll go clean another pot. Let's work. Where do we start? I'm just looking around. I'm like, like this area the kids will pick up, so like I don't have to worry about that. I'll probably start in my room. I'll do my bedroom. Laundry, gotta get laundry rolling too. So let's get this picked up. Check this. Let's check the rice first. Okay, as it said, it definitely absorbed more. That'll be perfect. I'm gonna be the only one eating it, so that's good. Let me stir these veggies. Perfect, that I just shut off. It's pretty much done absorbing. I'm gonna leave this out so it falls a little bit. The veggies, still waiting on the veggies. The sweet potatoes are still hard. Let's go do something else. Okay, made it in my bathroom. I clean my bathroom and do my bedroom as well. I've got these. Last year we moved in. Like people say Florida bugs are really bad, and I'm sure they are in certain areas, just like North Carolina. We had so many bugs and spiders at our house, so many. So many ridiculous, not very many mosquitoes. And then even though it was very wet, which was weird, and then we'd go somewhere else about 20 minutes away and they'd have terrible mosquitoes, but not a lot of bugs. So it just depends. So I anticipated a whole lot because we had so many solicitors come offering their services, all these good things. So we moved in, I'm like, let's just wait and see. It's always good to do yourself, see how it is. If it gets extreme, absolutely use somebody professional with some good killer. I have found that white big jug, Lowe's sells it. I don't even know what the name is. Not Terrell. This is Terrell. Whatever the big giant white one with the red and the nozzle. That works great. When we start seeing bugs, we spray and it gets rid of them. So I've only noticed a few, like I think Florida is known for its roaches, which is awesome. And so in our house, I noticed they had them under the sinks, and I'm like, when we moved in, I'm like, why don't they have roach traps under the sink? Because roaches come in the house. So I've seen, like, over the last year, like 3 in the house, 3, which is not cause for alarm. Every time I see them, I spray like crazy. 3, so not a big deal. Just, I don't see them often, so not enough to go, oh goodness. So last year we moved in, I think I saw them like probably saw 2 at that time, just because I feel like the moving in, leaving the doors open, you know, the bugs coming out of like, oh, people are gonna disrupt my spot, all that stuff, we saw more. And one of the things we saw were those tiny little ants. They're so tiny. Like in the mountains we had them. I remember setting one of these up. These are the greatest. And we saw, you would have a line from the window and it went across the wall to the floor. My kids were little and they would just like be amazed looking. I'm like, don't kill them. Just watch them. They're going to eat the poison and take it back. But they were so bad. And these work really good. Our mountain house, I don't really remember using these at all. I don't think we had any ants there. Not that I can remember. Now here, we moved here in June, which is almost a year. Our year anniversary is coming up. And I noticed these more. So I noticed in our bathroom, I did notice some the other day. I don't see them today, but I got this. I'm like, let's just be prepared, you know, be proactive. And so that we have these. So I get these. I bought these on Amazon. Actually, they weren't bad. These work so good. They just, you just put them down. The ants eat them and then they disappear. It seems like, I'm gonna learn my Florida ways here. We did these and like I had them, I went through a few of these and then like they just disappeared. We didn't have any more. So was it just the season? Probably, but we'll be prepared. I'm gonna put this down. This is one thing I wanna stick down. And then something else completely bug unrelated is, do you guys know this magazine, Practical Homeschooling? Great homeschooling magazine. Well, I forget this every year. I do a homeschool curriculum. If anybody, you might not know that, it's always linked below. How I started before I was vlogging is I started doing, we do very basic schooling, like this course. I feel like a kid should know a core, and then whatever they want to learn after, go and learn that. Like we do more of an unschooling approach. It's not everybody's. That's fine, everybody's different, but the basics, get the basics in your kid, this will be good. Well, over the years, I had a whole story, I got a bunch of videos on why I did it, but I offer this free on my blog, so you can go look below, and my blog, Plain and Not So Plain, there is a whole, you don't have to sign up. There's no ads. There's no sign up and you get it for free. There's no, you just get 10 pages. No, you can get the whole thing. You just go download it for free and use it however you want. You want to print it off? Go ahead. If you want to purchase it on Amazon, it is on Amazon to purchase. And the reason why I charge on Amazon, because they got to pay for paper. That's fine. It's all together. But I've done many videos over the years where I explained how we have done it and how we printed it off and did things. And so there's lots of that. But my curriculum is over there. I also do a home ec curriculum over there because when I first started homeschooling, I saw the lapse in not offering like life skills of home economics. And so I did one for my daughter and then just kind of revamped it over the years, did it in a book form, and then I also do it as an online course on my blog that many people do. I still get every week I'll get a couple, can you send me a certificate of completion, that kind of stuff. It's all over there. So it's there, it's on there. But anyways, Practical Homeschooling, Mary Pride, the one that puts this magazine out, we've gotten communication over the years, done things. I did advertising in her magazine a long time ago when I first started, just to get my curriculum out there a little bit to share with others because it's free. There it is. There's an option. And over the years, I have been nominated for her Reader's Choice Awards, which is really cool because it's not so much like a quote unquote, like I get there's professional ones that have been reviewed by hundreds of people and they go through it and they make sure there's zero mistakes and all that. That's great. This is just me doing it and mama. There is mistakes. There is some little things that are wrong and people have sent me that over the years and I'm like, I'm sorry, just a typo error because I just did it myself. It takes a long time to do. And so it's free. So it's not like it's like guaranteed it's going to have perfection in it, but it gets a lot of people through their schooling. That doesn't cost them anything. You just have to invest some of your time. It's not a, here you go, kid, just do your thing. It's more of a parent and child relationship. Let's learn this together. Let's go through this together. So anyways, all that said, in her magazine over the last, I think it's been 4 or 5 years, I have won their Reader's Choice Award for my homeschool curriculum, either their homeschool stuff or their home ec curriculum. And so what happened over the years is her email would go to my spam folder. I did not know how to get it to not go to my spam folder. So I would get it and then go, oh, I forgot to share with you guys that there is like a whole nomination series. And so I think 1 year I caught it because I ended up looking at my spam folder and then I let you guys know to go over there and vote if you'd like, if you've used it. And but most of the time it doesn't go there. And I just get an email and it's like, oh, you've won. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know I was nominated. And so this year I saw it and caught it. So there is, you can click on, it's gonna be linked below. I'm gonna link it below and you can click on it if you've used my curriculum. If you use it and you like it, go do it. You can go in there and you can vote for a whole lot of stuff. So if you are a homeschooling person, go over there. There's just like in every category you can imagine, there is going to be Reader's Choice Awards. So you can go over there and pick which one you like and vote. And then she announces the winners. I think it's in, I feel like it's in the end of June that we get to know, but it's there. So if you want, if you don't, that's fine. It's not like I hate your curriculum, you can vote, it's negative. No, it's if you've used it and you like it and you want to say, yay, recommend this. And for myself, it tells me like, it shows more like to get this out there to a broader range of people to share like, oh, there's a free option. Because when you start homeschooling, you get bombarded with a lot of curriculum, which is in here, and it's great, that costs you a lot of money. Like, I'm just thinking there's a lot of ads in here for a lot of things that cost you. And it can get overwhelming, and you can get so overwhelmed and you can buy a lot of things and waste a lot of money. Not that they're not good things, it's just that you're not ready to use this. You're still trying to get into the groove of trying to figure out homeschooling. And so I always say, start basic. Just use mine, work with your child, go through it, and then you know what? Then go buy stuff. Go buy this because it's great. It's all in one. It's great. They spent a long time creating it. It's together. It's got a nice theme, all those things. And then, yay, spend the money on it. But instead of like going, oh, I can't homeschool because it costs money. It's like, no, you can homeschool. There are free options out there. And mine is not the only free one. There's another one that inspired me. It's all-in-one-homeschool.com. And it's an online schooling. And I loved her idea. It's just the fact that we didn't have good internet. And so I could never, my kids started doing it, but it was hard because our internet had barely worked. And so we couldn't continue it. So that's why I created the books so you could do them at home without having internet. So there's plenty, it's out there, you just gotta find it. It's just an option. So if you would like to, go, link below, Practical Homeschooling. This is a fun magazine. I like getting this magazine. We actually got this from our homeschool group. it's just got good stuff in here. So I've been featured. She's done articles on me over the years. I've done advertising in her magazine. I've won their award for the last few years. I featured on my blog, but I just don't usually always share in here because it's usually after the time of it. So if you've been using it, go look below. The home ec course I think is way at the bottom of the list because there's so many before it, but just something fun. It's just a way to get this out to people that are homeschooling. I ran into a woman at this not this homeschool, at the homeschool group that we attend now, and she came up to me and she goes, I thought that was you. I wasn't sure. She said she was so thankful for the curriculum because she couldn't afford getting schooling for her kids this year because the cost of life and everything else. And she goes, she really wanted to continue, but it was costing her a lot of money. And she's like, how can I do this? And she found mine through something and just went, oh, I can do this. And she said it's been a major help for her. So that is the key. It's a help. It's free help. They don't have to do anything. She can still continue with her kids. It's one less stress in someone's life. So Practical Homeschooling, great magazine. Go look below. Go vote if you want, if you used it, to be able to get the word out more. Okay, enough of that. I put this in here because I'm like, I don't remember to say that. Let's clean up our bathroom. Just do a quick pickup in the bathroom and clean up. I'm just using up the cleaner. We still have this Mr. Clean cleaner. Got it before we moved in here and over a year ago, and still working good. So trying to use it up so I can be done with it. And for my shower, I like using the Norwex paste and a Scrub Daddy. That seems to scrub well and do good for the shower. Need some scissors. Okay, I did a lot of cleaning in where my clothes are. I just got out stuff, threw a load of laundry in, and then sometimes I wipe my whole floor, but I think today Madeline does the steam mop, so I'm thinking I still have, this is where I shoved all the paper towels on the ground because I did not want to reach up on top and put them, so see how that I'll just shove there, that's okay. Eventually, we'll get it put on top, but I'm gonna go in here and go make my bed, finish that, but someone will, Brooklyn usually likes to vacuum, so I'll have her vacuum and do my floor in here, and then I'll have Maddie steam mop it after. So let's go in here and make my bed. Okay, easy enough in my bedroom. You would think you would not need a big giant heavy blanket, but I was sitting in these chairs on Sunday just chilling watching a video, and I was like, it was a little chilly. Sometimes when you're in the air the whole day, you feel like it's a little bit chillier, so that was good to cover up with. So this is good. This thin blanket is working out. Whether it stays, I will let you know. But as for now, it is good. Just got Maxine's toys in here. I'm picking them up. I don't know. The kids give her these. I don't know if she even likes these. I think she just likes her hedgehog. So again, someone else will vacuum in here, so I won't have to. Easy. Room is done. Got a candle blowing. Easy day. Sometimes when I put things out like this is sitting in my bedroom, it reminds me to do it. We have to the weekend comes and we have to see what the weather is. If it's blowing, we can't because it blows to the neighbors, and so you're not supposed to do that kind of cleaning on your house. And so I'm and then this weekend I just forgot about it. I need to put this in my, I'm gonna put it on my dresser. It's one of those things you just have to see it and go, okay, weekend's here, let's climb up the tall ladder and spray this in the window. You can't do it from the ground, it's just not gonna blow as much, because I used a broom, a pool, like the extension stick, and scrubbed it, and it didn't come off. So I'd like to get real close doing this. Okay, wanted to clean this up a little bit. There's just been stuff sitting here that I'm like, I need to do something with it. So I saved the popcorn containers because kids go to the movies and they get free pop, or discounted popcorn. I think it's just discounted popcorn. So they said you can save them for the year and bring them back. And then the only thing sitting out will be tortillas here. I could move them, but they're fine over here. Nobody sees this area. And then I've got this because I've got, they opened the granola for yogurt today. Found shells. You find shells everywhere. These are when we went last time to the beach. I'm just gonna stick them in my glass jar here. So all I have to do here, because I'm gonna do my time with the kids here, pour this into in this container, and then I'm gonna make my grain bowls. I forget how much you actually get at the store. Not very much. And to make it, it really is just mostly oatmeal and some nuts. I just didn't want to have to buy the nuts, but maybe next time I will. So I'm gonna put mine into these containers right here. I'm gonna see how many I get. The only thing I think I'll add, I don't think I'll add it to this, is feta cheese. And the reason why is because I think that I have a couple that might like this, but they don't like feta cheese. So I will just make it this way, and then, spoons. And then if I end up eating it, I'll put feta cheese on it. I mean, I can do some fresh veggies in there, like cucumber. I like fresh stuff in there too. And the pineapple sauce or the yum sauce. It'll be easy in the refrigerator. Okay, so having all my food done allows me free time for the day. Free time, like vacuum's going right now, like school and getting our reading time together, that kind of stuff. So lunch is done, kids are doing chores, that'll all get taken care of. Dinner is done. I'm just gonna let this cool and put it in the refrigerator. We'll make tortillas as we need it tonight. Easy, easy, easy day. But I feel like the bulk of my chores are done, so that's a positive thing. So we're letting the vacuums, they're a little loud. Vacuum, got them on high speed to suck up all the food on the floor, turn the pool on. It's gonna be a great day. So I have been upstairs for a few hours working on my computer here. I have been doing, we did our group time, we did our time we were reading our books, and went through our end of the year questions for testing, that kind of stuff. And then kids are off doing their own thing, like after they did all their extra work and stuff like that. And so then I came upstairs. I had to edit yesterday's video for the weekend. I don't mind doing the weekend. Weekends are fun to do when you have extra projects, but I didn't do any kind of voice on it. And so if I don't film like talking to the camera, then it's a lot more work later because I have to do a voiceover for it later. So basically I have to edit all the video, and then I have to add a voiceover with it. It's a 40-minute video, I think. So then I had to sit here for 40 minutes and just do the talking on that. So I got that done. So that part's finished. I'll still have to edit today's video. So I thought, let me get this going, done. I'm starving. I'm like, I'm gonna go down and grab some lunch here. Kids ate their stuff. It's looking kind of gloomy outside. We have an easy rest of our Monday. Like not a whole lot going on. Just kind of chill, kind of a chill kind of a day. So it's good. It's good. Good Monday. So I'm going to, let's go downstairs. I'll grab out some food and then we'll come back up. This is done in 15 minutes. I might be able to come do some more. I got a bunch to do. I got a bunch of like emails and business stuff to take care of and all of that. And you know what? We can do it later today. It'll be one of those days sitting at my computer most of the day, but I'm gonna need some lunch because I'm starving. Okay, came outside. I just took Brooklyn to work, and then I'm like, all I have to do really is edit tonight. Dinner's done. Like, food is good. I want to show you. Look at my tomato. It is growing and looking. Look, it's turning orange color. I'm having hopefulness for this. This, I don't know. Remember, I cut the cucumber here. It hasn't perked up back yet, but we're gonna be hopeful. Like, it hasn't really perked back up. Maybe it will. I don't know. It might just pretty much be done. Like the leaves might just die up, and I might have to cut the leaves off, and maybe they'll keep growing. I don't know. We are trying, but look at over here. Look at, there's a leaf on there already. Look at. So I don't know. We'll see. And this one's got a whole lot growing on it too. So we're just gonna play it by ear with the plants and just roll with it. That's the key to everything. So I think I'm just gonna close today's video because I'm gonna go upstairs. My other one should be done, and then I'm gonna edit today's video, and I gotta do a bunch of emails and a bunch of online kind of stuff that I have to take care of, and that's it for my Monday. So it's been one of those Mondays where I'm like, okay, everybody's feeling a little extra tired. It's kind of overcast, not like, yay, Monday, let's go swim. It's kind of like, let's sit and watch a movie. So they're in there watching movies right now. I'm like, that's okay. It's okay. We'll come out and swim later today. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Got some motivation to get some things done for the day. You have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow with another video. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.